Hello everyone, and welcome to my review of Miss Marvel episodes 1, 2, and 3. Now, I've been absent from YouTube for a little bit now, and so I obviously missed a little bit of it, and I watched the episodes, but I just didn't feel like making a video. And I also didn't have any scores planned until this video, so forgive me if some of these scores might change in the future, and by future I mean like near future. And I will probably make another video on the second half of the series. Either that, or I'll make one for episodes 4 and 5 right before the finale comes out, and then I'll make one for the finale. I don't know yet. We'll see what happens. I definitely won't be able to make individual videos for episodes 4 and 5, though, because I will be on vacation. So, yeah. But, yeah, let's just get right in. Miss Marvel, aka Kamala Khan. I should mention that I haven't had much experience with this character before. I played part of the Avengers game. I haven't even gotten close to beating that game. But other than that, I really had no experience with the character. Hadn't watched anything Marvel Rising, hadn't read any of her comics or anything. So I really wasn't expecting much of this show. And then it came out, and I was pleasantly surprised. It might be because of my age being pretty close to hers. I think she's like 16, I want to say. And her personality being relatively similar to mine. She's a nervous nerd. She's a nervous nerd who doesn't have that many friends and isn't all that popular, right? Now, I'm not going to say that's how I am, but still, you get my point. The biggest thing, though, is that she's a huge nerd about what she just calls the mightiest heroes of Earth, but I call them Marvel superheroes. We are both very nerdy about them, know a lot about them, and are huge fans of them. And I don't know, I could connect with that a little bit better, so that might just be better for me to like the show more, because I have a little bit of, I relate with the main character a lot. Until she gets her superpowers, of course, because I don't have superpowers. And I would talk about her inhuman powers and how apparently she's a djinn or whatever. I'll get into that later. I'm going to have a whole segment about the Bengal. But I really like her character. We have yet to see her in her suit yet, but that you're seeing on screen now. But that should be probably the next episode, because we did see her mask in the last episode. So, yeah. This is her best friend, Bruno Corelli, who, for those who are uninformed. And it's dead obvious that they are going to get together at the end. Bruno Corelli and Kamala Khan. It's clear that Bruno Corelli, or why do I keep calling them by their full name? Bruno, whatever. Anyway, it's clear that he has feelings for her. And another dead giveaway is that in the comics, I just found this out like a day ago. I don't know if it's long-lasting or temporary, but they dated in the comics. So, yeah, that's another big thing. But other than that, I do like his character. I find him interesting. It does kind of feel like, though, like you can tell that he's just kind of like a sidekick to Kamala, and she kind of treats him like one in a way. Like, she kind of doesn't really think about him and how he thinks all that much. I don't think. I'm not sure. That's just what I'm getting. Maybe I'm just taking it all wrong. But, I mean, sometimes she does. Sometimes she doesn't. Like, she asks him to do things for her a lot of the time, but she doesn't really do things for him. Maybe that's just because she's the main character in a superhero story. I don't know. That's just something that I thought I would notice. Or I did notice. But, yeah, Bruno, and his actor is very talented, and I watched some interviews, and he's a pretty cool guy. This is Najma, who is the main villain. Yay. And, she is supposedly a djinn. I say that in quotations because I'll get into it in a minute. But, she's barely been in the third episode. She was in the last few seconds of the second episode, and then she was kind of in the third episode, but not really. So, I don't know why I have a segment on her. I really can't say that much. other than she does the part of a weird, evil jinn, who really just doesn't care about anyone other than their associates. So, yeah. So, this is the Bengal. And oh boy, has this thing caused so much controversy in the Marvel fan base. First, it was shown in the Ms. Marvel trailer, and everybody was pissed that Ms. Marvel wasn't an Inhuman, which, if you don't know what that means, it is someone who has a gene that can be activated by Terrigen Mist, which causes them to gain superhuman powers. And an example of an Inhuman was, as shown in my last review, Blackagar Boltigan, aka Black Bolt, from Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. He was a member of the Illuminati. And this caused many people to wonder, how are they going to do the Inhumans in the MCU if Ms. Marvel's not an Inhuman? But then, I saw these, and I thought, what if the Bengal just activates the power inside of her? Like, it's not the power itself, it just activates it. What if it's like a Terrigen Mist distributor, right? And in the second episode, I think it was the second episode, Bruno's doing tests on her, all that, and he says that Bengal only activated the power within her, which got the whole fan base all riled up, like, oh my god, maybe she is an Inhuman. And I was just thinking to myself, I was saying it all along. Like, when that happened, I literally got up and started yelling, I knew it, pointing at the screen. And, yeah, it was a great moment. And then, in the third episode, apparently, she's a djinn, and the Bengal only works for djinns. But, here's the thing, is, I don't know if I buy this story. This could very well be a fabrication. Not that the other guys are djinns, or whatever name you want to call them, but that the reason why it only works for her is because she's a djinn. Because if she was the djinn, right, and that's the only reason she could use it, why wouldn't the other djinns just, at the beginning when they try to, like, be peaceful with her and get her to help them, why wouldn't they just say, hey, can we borrow that? Like, why do they need her to use it? So that makes me think that there still is something unique about her. And, I'm not doing a very good job explaining it, but I just, I don't think that it's just because she's a djinn. There's something else going on. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong, but not gonna lie, I've had a pretty good streak recently with Marvel theories, so, yeah. So, all in all, I'm going to have to give the first half of Ms. Marvel a 9 out of 10. The individual episode scores will be on the screen right now. And I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a little bit late, and I'm looking forward to watching part 2 and making the video for part 2, or watching the second half, whatever, you know what I mean. And I will see you guys later.
Oh my god. Good call.